Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. My name's SRO. If you haven't checked out the last episode, make sure you do, because we're in the final end game of the post game. So basically, we went to Mount Ravel to find Drowsy, the first ever outlaw we caught. We needed his help to find Azurill and cure their nightmare, which we failed to do. So now we're on our way to visit Lapras to learn more about the distortion of space that's occurring in this universe. Excuse me, Lapras? There's something we'd like to ask you. We're investigating the distortions in the fabric of space. The distortions of space itself. Yes, and we'd like to learn anything that you might know about it, Lapras. Can you help us? Do you know anything? I'm sorry to say, I don't know anything about the space distortions. Oh, I see. However, I do know of a being that embodies a space itself. What? A being that embodies space itself? Yes, time and space are deeply connected. Just as Dialga governs time itself, so too there is a being that governs the fabric of space. That being, who is it? Its name is Palkia. That being is said to possess the ability to distort space itself, and Spatial Rift is said to be its domain. The being that governs space, Palkia. Another being like Dialga? If we meet Palkia, we might be able to learn more about the space distortions. So, how do we get to Spatial Rift? Can you travel there, Lapras? Just like you can go to this hidden land? I hate to disappoint you, but I can't travel to Spatial Rift. I don't even know where it is. That is all I can tell you. Oh, alright. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry that I'm not of much help. No, not at all. Learning about the existence of Palkia is a big help for us. Thank you, Lapras. We'll investigate on our own for now. So basically, Lapras didn't know much about the distortion of space, but he did tell us that Palkia controls space itself, and that this being dwells in Spatial Rift. Palkia, huh? If we can meet with Palkia, we'd be able to ask about the distortions of space. But we don't have a clue as to where Spatial Rift is. I guess there isn't any point in worrying about it right now. Let's continue to investigate this tomorrow. There's no giving up from now on. What? Tremors!
Hello?
Ah!
I have found you at last! The defilers who are causing the distortion of space.
Who are you?
I am Palkia. I hold sway over space. I have dominion over dimension.
Palkia? You're Palkia?
You cannot escape now. This is the end of you.
Ah!
My man broke into our house and just kidnapped us while we were... Thank God I stocked up on items before talking to Lapras.
What the... What? Where is this?
This is my domain. Spatial Rift.
What? This is Spatial Rift?
You dare distort space without my permission? I'll be rid of you now.
What?
This is the end.
What are you doing? There's absolutely nothing behind us. Ah!
They fell. However, there's no escaping me. Already a better villain than Primo Dialga. What the hell?
Ow! Are you okay, Juan? Looks like we've landed somewhere else. But this is all such a shock. Who knew things would turn out this way? I don't understand. Why did Palkia suddenly attack us? He seems to be bellowing about the distortion of space. Palkia. Palkia seemed to know that we caused the distortion of space. Then he attacked us. But I don't understand why. There's no mistaking one thing. Palkia's trying to get rid of us. He might attack another attempt. I butchered that sentence so much. We better get out of here as soon as we can. Let's go as soon as we're ready, Juan.
Spatial Rift. Here we go.
But the fact that he legit just broke into our house. You know, one thing I've noticed, evolutions are becoming a lot more common in this game. Cloudy. Wait, all moves other than what? Spatial rift bottom. Okay, here we go. Huh? One over there. It's a dead end! What should we do? We can't go any further. Oh no, tremors! There we go. Palkia!
Your resistance is useless! You'll never escape from this place. I will reveal why. It is your fate to be obliterated by me.
Here he comes, Juan! We have to fight!
This is it!
Damn, that's Facial Run's animation? Okay. I had to make sure that I was really close to him to ensure this would work. Why Chris is using a water type move on a water dragon type that's 4 times resistant is beyond me. Is it 4 times resistant? I don't know. Now we got Palkia cornered. It's just like, hey yo bro, what's up? Yes, Riolu! You knocked out Dialga, you knocked out Palkia as well. Good for you. Hello? Huh? Palkia! Palkia stopped moving! What happened to him? Palkia has been enveloped by the nightmare, just as Azurill has. A voice! Where's it coming from? Who are you? What do you mean Palkia has been enveloped in a nightmare? It means that the power of darkness has spread so much further. If its growth remains unchecked, the world will become drowned in darkness. But you two, would you two enter Palkia's nightmare? What? Palkia's nightmare? Yes. By entering his nightmare, you will learn why Palkia attacked you. So, what will you do? What will we do, Juan? Go in. Fine, you decided. I'll send you into Palkia's nightmare. Oh, hello. Hey, Palkia!
You two! What are you doing in my dreams? No, I remember. We battled. So why am I dreaming?
You've been enveloped by a nightmare, Palkia.
What? What did you say? I'm in a nightmare.
Ah!
This proves it. You both should not exist.
Don't tell me you have to fight this guy again. Wait a second. We want to ask you something. Palkia, why are you trying to get rid of us?
You dare pretend that you don't know. You are distorting space with reckless abandon. If the distortion spreads, the power of darkness will grow. The world will be drowned in a nightmare of darkness. To prevent it, you must be wiped from this existence.
But there must be some other way. You govern space and dimension, don't you, Palkia? Can't you correct the distortion of space yourself?
It is true that I bend space to my will, but for the first time ever, I am unable to control a part of space. Or still, the distortion of space is amplifying. This is all your doing. There is now but one way to save the world, and that is for you to be erased from this world forever.
Palkia's saying the same thing Cresselia said. Juan, Cresselia was telling us the truth after all. Maybe they're right about us. Maybe we do have to disappear.
Chris! I feel sorry for you. But this must be done to preserve peace. Please understand.
Palkia! Ah, here you are. I found you at last. Cresselia! The spreading darkness engulfs even this place. You must be eliminated as soon as possible, before we finally pass the point of no return. Juan, we refuse to give up. We did what we could. After everything we did, was it all for nothing? Was all our efforts a waste? So are you ready for your end? Cresselia, one moment. Tell us one last thing. If we disappear, will the world really and truly be saved? Yes, it absolutely will. The world will be saved, it's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Are you finally satisfied? Yes. If we must really disappear. And that will save the world. After so much, Chris's will is starting to fade. And so is mine. But is this truly and absolutely the correct course of action?
Wait, Cresselia. Blinded by fury, I attacked them earlier. But upon seeing them now, they do not seem driven by malice or wickedness. In my dreams, Cresselia, you insisted that they were bad. But are they truly bad?
Presalia said that about us. In Palkia's dreams? Don't be fooled by appearances, Palkia. If we get rid of them, all will be saved. So just like we did, Palkia met Cresselia in his dreams. But now Palkia's grown suspicious?
Something is very wrong here.
All this is based on what Cresselia claims. Enough! I'll be rid of you two now. Chris, don't abandon hope. Now take this! Yes, that's exactly it. Never abandon hope.
Hello.
What? There's a second Cresselia?
Hello. What is this? Who is this?
How'd you move that fast? You're extremely slow. Excellent. I was just in time.
Blast you, Cresselia. I've been foiled, just as I was about to dispose of those meddlers once and for all.
Please listen, Juan, Chris, and Palkia. You've been misled all this time by Darkrai there.
What?
The Cresselia you thought you knew until now was not me. That false Cresselia was nothing more than an illusion made by Darkrai. It was merely a mockery of me. The Cresselia we knew up to now was just a fake. Darkrai, using an illusionary duplicate of me to deceive others. It's so typical of you. But you usually never bring your actual self out of hiding. You normally operate under cover of darkness. That you personally emerge from the shadows to dispose of these two. That is so very unlike you.
You two, behind Cresselia.
What, us?
Correct. Pay close attention. Now, the one truly responsible for exploiting the space distortion, for shrouding the world in nightmare. It is my doing, mine alone.
What? What did you say?
You are more than welcome to try and stop me. Come to me in the Dark Crater.
You're not getting away, Darkrai! Darkrai vanished.
You cannot catch me, Cresselia. Not ever. You two, I shall be waiting in the Dark Crater.
Dark Crater? Meryl! Azura, that's great. You woke up from your nightmare. Yep. You did it, Miss Cresselia. Thank you so much. And Mr. Drowsy, too.
Me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Drowsy. Mr. Drowsy, I have to thank you, too. You stayed to take care of Azura this whole time. Thank you so much.
Well, shucks, it's the least I could do.
Listen, Cresselia, what happened to Palkia? Palkia is immersed within Spatial Rift, where he's attempting to take care of the distortion of space. As the being that governs space itself, He's staking his pride on success. Given that duty, I would not expect to see him manifest here again.
Well done! How remarkable! It's truly quite marvelous. Marvelous indeed, Cresselia.
We've heard of your power to dispel darkness, but only in rumor. But it's all true. I must say, this is completely marvelous.
I understand. You used your power when we were in Palkias Nightmare. That's how you pulled Palkia and us out of the nightmare. Indeed. I do have the power to dispel darkness. It lets me dispel nightmares and awaken those in deepest sleep. Darkrai stands as an option to my being. He has the power to enshroud those who sleep in nightmare. Chris and Juan, do you recall where you first met this my imposter? The imposter, that is to say, the first Cresselia you met? Those encounters were always within dreams, weren't they? That's true! It's true. The first time was in a dream, and later on, come to think of it. I cannot fathom how you've come here, but I find your visit ever so convenient. I've longed to meet you both. That time I wasn't dreaming, so I guess it never occurred to me. I do realize that I was in Azuriel's nightmare. In other words, it was still a dream. Then the next time we met, it was in Palkias Nightmare. That first Cresselia, we encountered her only in dreams. Darkrai has the power to create realistic illusions. What Darkrai was doing was using his illusions to make you think you were seeing me. It was all an elaborate ruse to get at you, Juan and Chris. That your whole existence could be eliminated.
What? Ah! To eliminate Juan and Chris
From this world? Eliminate?
Those two?
Well, it's shocking that he wanted to get rid of you. But why would Darkrai plot something so complicated? Why go through all the trouble of using a Cresselia imposter? Wouldn't it be faster to confront them directly in battle?
I would guess. But it was all out of fear of Juan and Chris. Darkrai was afraid? Of me and Juan? Yes, because Juan and Chris saved the world once before. It was when they prevented the collapse of Temporal Tower. But who was really the one that put the ruin of Temporal Tower in motion? Who was it that really sought to put the planet into paralysis? It was none other than Darkrai.
Ah!
Darkrai was behind the crisis at Temporal Tower? I'm not surprised. Darkrai intends to enshroud the world in darkness. Darkrai failed to do that with the destruction of Temporal Tower. After that failure, he turned his attention to the distortion of space itself. If that distortion of space were to grow, Darkrai's power to create nightmares would also grow. What he sought to do was envelop all Pokemon in a nightmare. It was all Darkrai's doing. He was making the distortion of space expand. How was he making space distort, though? With Temporal Tower, he destroyed the pinnacle. He destroyed that little center circular thing. I don't know what it's called. But how is he distorting space? Darkrai was doing that? Isn't the space distortion expanding because of our existence? It's true that your existence is causing space distortion. The distortion you cause is extremely small. Furthermore, your distortion of space won't expand on its own. Then... Yes, expanding distortion of space has nothing to do with you. It was blamed on you, however, so that you would be eliminated. It was all part of Darkrai's elaborate deception. Juan! I'm so glad we're not beings of us that exist. It's okay for us to live in this world. We're not unwanted. Chris.
I don't know what you two went through, but it's just not possible for either of you to be unwanted in this world. If either of you went away, it would make me sad. I think everyone at the guild would be sad too. It makes me happy that you're with us, Chris and Juan. That's reason enough to keep existing.
Wigglytuff.
More than that, it's not just Chris or Juan. Everyone here, all the Pokemon in this world. Not one of their lives is without meaning. So never think that you're not ever wanted again. Stay full of cheer, alright?
Thank you, Guildmaster.
Hey! Don't talk about dirty and dishonest. That Darkrai's a piece of work.
He never comes out in the open. He does his nefarious work from the shadows. If you confront him, he will always flee. That's how Darkrai's always done things. But Darkrai is doing something so unlike him right now. He's invited Juan and Chris to confront him. It's true. Darkrai left those parting words. Darkrai told us to go to the Dark Crater, and that he would be waiting for us.
Cresselia! You believe that he demanded Chris and Juan to come with him for a reason, don't you? Do you believe that it's a trap?
Yes, it's a trap without a doubt. It doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. If we don't stop Darkrai, he'll smother the whole world with darkness.
We have to do something.
We're going to the Dark Crater.
Okay.
I respect your decision. I will accompany you. I've been long aware of Darkrai's scheme. I pursued him in a long time to thwart his plans. And every time I caught up to him, he would elude me. This time, he is waiting for us. I would like to settle this, once and for all.
I'll go too.
Me too.
Yep, I'll go, by golly. I'm delighted by everyone's offer to help. I'm afraid that Darkrai will be scared off if too many of us were to go. This is a rare chance to corner Darkrai and stop his nefarious scheme. Please be content with just the three of us going. Please let someone fourth come. Oh, that's too bad. But I'd like to say you all are right. Don't worry, everyone. We'll be sure to defeat Darkrai and come back.
Yes, you do that.
My chat-out voice is never consistent. Then what can? It's you.
You all take care. By golly. Everyone, thank you. Let's go, Juan. Let's go to the Dark Crater, where Darkrai awaits us. To the northwest of here, there's the land of volcanic terrain. The Dark Crater is located there. Please tell me when you are ready to leave. I'll guide you to the Dark Crater. Wow, we are finally in endgame. Wow. So I'm just going to end off the episode here, so we can do the whole Darkrai plot next episode. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, click that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Next episode is going to be big. Make sure you watch it. And yeah, this has been Esserl. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.